There are a couple of reference types for which Microsoft has overridden objects.equals in order to compare values rather than references. Probably the most well-known of these, and certainly the one that's most important to be aware of, is string. I have a short piece of code here in which I declare the string banana, and I have another variable called banana2 which contains the same text. But I initialize banana2 by taking a copy of the banana string. The string.copy method does what it says. It creates and returns an actual copy of the string, and I write both strings to the console and then use the equals method to compare them. You can see I've also cast a string argument to equals to object. That obviously would be a crazy thing to do in production code. The reason I've done that here is to make sure that we pick up the objects.equals override. You see, string also defines a couple of other equals methods of its own that are not related to the virtual method that objects defines. One of them is a strongly typed method that takes a string as its argument. And if I didn't cast, then the compiler would consider the strongly typed method a better parameter match, and so use it. That's obviously better for normal programming, and as it happens, both methods will do the same thing, but I specifically want to show you how the objects.equals override behaves, so I need to cast the object to fool the compiler into avoiding the strongly typed method. And if I run that, we can see the two banana strings, and also we can see that equals returns true. Microsoft's override of equals for string compares the contents of the two strings to check whether they contain exactly the same characters in the same order, and it returns true if they do, even if they are not the same instance. There aren't many Microsoft-defined reference types for which Microsoft has overridden equals to give value semantics. Apart from strings, two others to be aware of are delegates and tuples. Calling equals on these will also compare values. However, these are very much the exception. Equals will do reference equality for almost all Microsoft-defined reference types.